So hello and welcome to 12 noon live. So the last ODI of this three match series against Afghanistan is upon us. It will be played tomorrow. But more than that, is this will this sort be an addition for the England ODI series and the white ball tour? The selection committee will pick the squad for the England series later this week after the end of the third ODI. So that is a point which will be in focus. And also Harshit Rana has been added to the ODI squad for the Chennai match, and most likely he'll feature in the playing 11 as well now that he's part of the squad. So we'll discuss about all of this and of course what to look forward to in the selection meeting. Shamikda, uh, what are the expectations from the selection meeting later this week. We have already reported at least a week back, 10 days back, that Virat Kohli's injury fitness should not be an issue for the ODI series, and he should be fit and available for that particular series. But what are your expectations? What are you looking forward to from that selection committee?
Same, Shubhan. That we have reported Virat Kohli he's pretty much on course. Today I saw a couple of reports, but we read that about a week ago. Virat Kohli is pretty much on course. And if Virat Kohli comes back, then Jaiswal Jaiswal will go out. Simple, because Jaiswal Jaiswal came in as a replacement. Even if Jaiswal Jaiswal scores a big 100 tomorrow, I don't see. If it is a 15-member squad, I don't see Jaiswal Jaiswal, because Jaiswal Jaiswal is very much in the scheme of things as far as 50 over concerned, but he is a backup. He is a backup opener, ostensibly for Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma will be picked for the England series, but I will not use the word audition, because for someone, someone as big as or as great as Rohit Sharma in the 50 over in ODI cricket, you don't use the word audition. But Rohit Sharma will have to perform in England. Rohit Sharma, the way these youngsters have been snapping at his heels, and you saw Ishan Kishan also. Ishan Kishan, the way he is also a backup opener. So Ishan Kishan, it is very, very difficult to leave Ishan Kishan out from the playing 11. I think at this moment on form, he is India's best batsman in white ball. The way he has been playing, especially his improvement on the offside. He was basically a leg side player, but now he is a complete player. He is so very, very difficult. So that is one thing. And finally, Shubhan, Harshit Rana is back. As you said, Harshit Rana underwent a fitness test, cleared. But I have serious reservations, because you have a policy. But for if a player is coming off from an injury layoff, you will have to play a domestic cricket. You have said this policy. You have said this
But
policy
right
that
now
you will.
there's no domestic cricket going on.
Okay, then wait. Then wait. He's no Jasprit Bumrah, right? He's no Jasprit Bumrah that you can bring him back even without playing domestic cricket. When you have set a policy that he has to, a player coming back from an injury layoff will have to play domestic cricket, and then he can come back. In that case, you are contradicting your own policy. So that is my reservation.
Yeah, like that in India, you have picked Zishan Ansari, who has not played first class cricket for last 6 years. So a lot of contradiction. I mean, they are picking and choosing in terms of sticking to their statements of having to play domestic cricket as a mandatory step. Rohit is back from Sri Lanka. Rohit, England now focus will be on England series, and later this week we are expecting the selection committee to sit and pick the squad for the England white ball series. Apart from Virat Kohli's inclusion, which he will make it into the squad. Any other points you are looking forward to from this selection committee meeting? Yes, Yashasvi Jaiswal did not take his chance in Lucknow. Possibly he will get another game in Chennai. But apart from that, are you looking forward to any other points from the selection committee meeting later this week?
I think Shubhanda, when they selected Yashasvi Jaiswal and Ishan Kishan, if you're talking about getting the left-handers in, we all remember that since the time Gautam Gambhir had this coaching duties with him. I remember covering the first series in Sri Lanka, and I remember him promoting Washington Sundar and Akshar Patel ahead of a Shreyas Iyer and KL Rahul. So from the very start, if you see the modus operandi of Gautam Gambhir, he always likes this. You know, left-handers, not in the middle order, but also in the top order. Look at this Ikana again. The whenever he get a chance to fit in a left-hander, be it the T20 side, we all remember Abhishek Sharma, Ishan Kishan, then there is a Tilak Verma also, then there is Akshay Patel also. And what I get from the press conference of Tilak Verma, the pre-match press, the pre-series press conference rather, in Dambula, he also said that there were communications made to him. Gautam Gambhir was very clear that what he exactly wants from Tilak Verma. So when you see a Ishan Kishan there at number three, a change of batting position for him. When you see a Shubman Gill coming down the order, that's means very selfless from his side. So when you see him, starting like that, that means you are clearly sending a message. And people are saying that that will be unfair on KL Rahul. I think inclusion of Yashasvi Jaiswal and inclusion of Ishan Kishan into the top order will directly impact or directly hamper Rohit Sharma's chances. This what I think. I personally think that this is not for KL Rahul. This is not for a Shreyas Iyer. This is neither for a Virat Kohli also. Because many of the people are saying that, oh, Ishan Kishan promoted to number three because Gautam Gambhir doesn't want Virat Kohli to come back into the side. No. Nobody can touch Virat Kohli at this point of time. The way he's playing, the way he's scoring runs, be it the ODI cricket, be it the IPL, nobody touch Virat Kohli. So my only point and my only, what I'll observe from here onwards is that how much this pressure can get the best out of Rohit Sharma, because it's a direct competition to Rohit Sharma. It's, as I said, it's neither for KL Rahul nor for Virat Kohli. It's directly for Rohit Sharma there. That we have a player, and we all know that Ishan Kishan can play at top order. Last time he scored a century, he converted it into a double century, and that's while opening the innings in Bangladesh. And then you have a Shubman Gill there. You have a Rohit Sharma and you have a Ishan Kishan. And then you have a Yashasvi Jaiswal also. Why I am taking the Yashasvi's name at the very last, because he at this point of time, if you want to pick between a Ishan Kishan or a Yashasvi Jaiswal, Ishan Kishan is looking really good. And I'm not saying because of the last innings. I'm saying because whatever he has done in this year, 2026 T20 World Cup, then the IPL, and then this individual opportunity where a change in the batting position, and that was the main reason why he was preferred ahead of Sanju Samson. One, because of the left-handedness, and second, because of the consistency. With Sanju, you always doubt with the consistency thing. Look at his IPL, look at his T20 World Cup. Obviously, T20 World Cup, he delivered in the knockout games. Nobody deny that. I'm not denying that. But again, with Ishan Kishan, you have a left-handedness and then you have an in-form thing. So for me, going forward, and obviously the selection you are saying, the 2-3 most important things are that what are they doing when Virat Kohli is coming back? Are they still going on with the same kind of combination, or will they tinker it a little bit? And then obviously, how much game time will they give? Suppose they are saying that backup option is Yashasvi Jaiswal. So how much game time means in how many matches you see Shubman Gill batting at three? Because Shubman had made this very clear that if he has to give backup opener a chance, it would be him who will shuffle his position, and not the other way around, that you have to change the position of Rohit Sharma. No. So and this is good because you remember this, we talk this a lot whenever we are doing the World Cup coverage, that ये लकी हुआ इंडिया के साथ that संजू सैमसन को मौका नहीं मिला था in last 6-7 months, and suddenly he get a game and then he scored runs there. But you can't do same with Yashasvi Jaiswal, that we are not going to give you game and suddenly World Cup से पहले किसी को injury होती है and then you want to come up with a Yashasvi Jaiswal as a backup option. So I think they will do this. So I want to see this also, that in how many games they'll give it to Yashasvi Jaiswal, and then can they do this with Ishan Kishan also? That a game में let's see Ishan Kishan and Shubman Gill or Rohit Sharma opening the innings. So this, and I'm very sure that from now onwards, because Gautam did it once, and the success you already we already saw what happened in the Ekana Stadium. So I think they will carry forward this, and you will see this a lot. Means at least 8 to 10 times before getting into the World Cup.
Srishti, has Ishan made life difficult for Yashasvi Jaiswal with his century? What do you think in regards to selection, in regards to his place in the ODI setup as well?
I think yes, the way Shan Kishan is playing currently, we have seen him in the T20 World Cup, and now when he made his comeback in the ODIs, he straight up scored a century. So I think now Ishan Kishan has a more solid case. I'm not saying that Jaiswal is out or something like that. I'm not saying that, but Ishan Kishan has a stronger case because the way he is performing in the first match also, he had a quick fire knock. like some around 30s. So the thing is, like, the way he is playing, you don't have any reason. If you are in the selection committee, you don't have any reason to pull him out irrespective of his performance. And the way Yashasvi Jaiswal played in the last match, again, he is a bit off color. He will get his chance. He will convert it. There are no question marks around that. But again, he got out of just 4 runs. So the thing is, the way Ishan Kishan is playing right now, I think selectors will go with him first. Obviously, we are keeping that in mind that Yashasvi Jaiswal is always been there in the scheme of things. There was a reason that he was selected in the Champions Trophy without his debut in ODIs. There was a reason behind that. So the thing is, he is still in the scheme of things. But if you ask me, it's totally my personal opinion. The way Ishan Kishan is performing, if you ask me, then Ishan Kishan has a upper hand on the selection if we compared with Yashasvi Jaiswal, because he was not much comfortable. He got out, and again, you never know how many chances he's going to get, because he is in this team only when some or the other player is injured or the player is unavailable or something like that. He is not in the 15 since the beginning. Virat Kohli was unavailable, that's why he was there. In the South Africa series, Shubman Gill was unavailable, that's why he was there. So that the thing is, he is only getting chances when some or the other player is unavailable slash injured. And if we talk about Ishan Kishan, he's a package deal. In the like post match live also we were talking about it, that he's a package deal because he can bat. You can use him as a floater also. He can bat a bit down the order also, and he is also bringing the variation of wicket keeping batter. Just in case that if something goes wrong and you need a wicket keeper, so Ishan Kishan will be there. So the thing is, he is bringing more things to the table, which can somehow click on the selector's mind that, yeah, like Ishan Kishan can have an upper hand than Yashasvi Jaiswal in the squad or playing 11 in that way, according to me.
Shamita, with Ishan Kishan now being in the setup, how tough is the road ahead for Rohit Sharma? I mean, yes, we are all saying that he scored a fluent knock, decentish knock in Dharamshala. It was a okayish knock in Lucknow also, but he did not convert it big. Right now, the thing with Rohit and Virat is they'll have to keep on performing in every match. One bad series like this one, although there's still one match left in this particular series, but pressure is on Rohit Sharma, and it is clearly visible by the practice visuals. Is not the same Rohit Sharma, not the same. Even if you look at the cap distributions, Shubman Gill gave one, KL Rahul gave one, Shreyas Iyer gave one, but you had a legend like Rohit Sharma in that dugout, but you did not go to Rohit Sharma to hand over that cap. So, and even in team buses, he's sitting alone. There are signs of this dressing room getting a lot younger, a new batch of players. Friends are within different groups and not the same set of senior players who were there in the last 10-15 years. So things it looks like things are moving on from those set of players who have ruled in the last decade or so. What do you make of Rohit Sharma? How tough a road is it for him going forward, especially with Ishan Kishan now scoring runs and being the Swiss knife that he's for the Indian team?
You are spot on, Shubha. Absolutely. I mean, the previous question you asked how if Ishan Kishan has made life difficult for Rohit Sharma and Jaiswal. Well, the answer is a resounding yes. Yeah, of course. The way Ishan Kishan, the way he has been playing, he is undroppable. The fact of the matter is that Rohit Sharma has so much credit in the bank. But I mean, we have seen the selection committee, this team management, they are ruthless. They are ruthless. They can, they can change things at the drop of a hat. And that's why I keep saying Rohit Sharma will have to score runs in England, because in these two games, first game it was very unfortunate and miscommunication from Shubman Gill. He started and before he putting his hand up. Then second game he was batting so well, but he got a special delivery from Rashid. That was a ripper that could have gotten any batsman out. But at the end of the day, it's the numbers on the board. And Rohit Sharma, once again, if he fails in the third ODI, very likely he will go to England. And I think Ishan Kishan will bat at number 4, because both the selection committee and the team management, especially the team management, the head coach, he is trying to break that right-hander's monotony in the top four, and therein, and it is where Ishan Kishan comes. I think, assuming that Virat
Not
Kohli
only
is
top four, it's a right-handed monopoly in top six.
top six, so
If,
and
if
they
you
are
count
so
KL Rahul and Hardik Pandya also.
exactly, and that is why they are trying to break that monotony in that batting lineup, and Ishan Kishan perfectly fits the bill. Um, Assuming that Virat Kohli would be back for the England series and selectors don't pull off a coup at the 11th hour, as far as opening is concerned, um, Ishan Kishan, I see him batting at number 4 in England. But after that, you never know what is going to happen because Rohit Sharma will have to score runs. Simple as that. Coming back to this handing of the debut cap, it is um, it should not be related to Rohit Sharma's performance or anything. He is a bona fide legend of Indian cricket, especially in the 50 over format. And if he is not being allowed or if he is not being brought in to do this, and if then the responsibility lies at the feet of the team management at the head coach.
Yeah, three debuts and not a single time you saw Rohit Sharma come out
And it
and
should
even
not be related to Rohit Sharma's form or anything.
no
When
no no
Rohit
no no.
Sharma is in the squad, he is a bona fide legend. So
The first person you should go to is go to Rohit Sharma and
exactly,
tell him,
the
ask him to do the honors.
100%.
Yeah.
exactly, yeah.
Pretty interesting. But Rohit, not only and firstly, how do you see this Rohit versus Ishan versus Yashasvi battle? And secondly, Harshit Rana's inclusion in the Chennai ODI, will it put pressure on someone like a Siraj or a Prasidh Krishna as regards to the long road to the 27 World Cup? Since I'm holding Gurnur Brar is someone whom this team management has started to lock in. You have a Jasprit Bumrah already. Arshdeep Singh, I think, will with his left arm angle, with his performances, I think he will be on that train. Although on that flight for South Africa, although it is pretty 1.5 years away. But how do you see Harshit Rana's inclusion putting pressure on other pacers, and of course Ishan Kishan, Yashasvi Jaiswal versus Rohit Sharma debate?
So first of all, if you want Rohit Sharma to not sit alone, you need to select a Ravindra Jadeja. Because Ravindra Jadeja is his co-passengers. So front seat, we all remember Shubhendra covering Indian team for almost like 3-4 years continuously.
But
We all
even
see
his
that.
involvement in the team, like you see tens of youngsters jumping around doing their fun during fielding sessions. Rohit, you have seen so many fielding sessions with it, but at the same time, this series I particularly felt in this series that Rohit was slightly off that what we witnessed in Adelaide, perhaps.
Yeah, that's where I'm coming back. From that Australia series onwards, it was like, after that captaincy thing happened, because you remember the series where he led India versus England. He's also a very new side. Look at a Dhruv Jurel into it. They came up with Rajat Patidar into it. There was a Sarfaraz Khan into it. There were a lot of newcomers into that team, and that's why Rohit Sharma was in true colors. That that famous saying of "Garden mein ghumne wale" was that whole thing came because it was Rohit Sharma bossing all those things. So till the time it was never about youngsters around you. It was always about how much comfortable you are amongst all those youngsters. So as you rightly said, yes, the youngsters are here also, but this team is the same team which Rohit builds around from last 4 to 5 years. A Shreyas Iyer in this team, a Yashasvi Jaiswal in this team. Obviously, Virat Kohli was there before him, but apart from that, a Hardik Pandya, a Akshar Patel if he gets an opportunity, a KL Rahul, they were there, around Rohit Sharma's captaincy only. Look at a Jasprit Bumrah into there. If Kuldeep Yadav walks into this, so means I think 11 players. If you are saying almost 8 or 9 players are the same players, but it's not the same Rohit Sharma. The thing is, it's not the same Rohit Sharma after what had happened, just before that Australia series the captaincy thing, and how it has been communicated. There were multiple stories around that. It was communicated not that good, the way Rohit wanted, or maybe the way there has to be a communication around. That was not the case at that point of time. So when you talk about Rohit Sharma and the environment at this point of time, yes, we have seen that this in Australia also. Like I remember covering a Perth Perth session, practice session, and he was catching alone. Everyone was having, high fives, even Virat Kohli. Even Virat Kohli. I still remember that visual where everyone is high fiving with each other. And Rohit Sharma at one, he was just in the corner of that, Optus ground, and he was
And
just
again, even in this series, no communication between Gambhir and Rohit whatsoever. Not a single time.
yeah, but yeah, so that's an interesting part because in Perth or in Australia series, there was a lot of conversation between Gambhir and Rohit. There was no communication from that very series started with Gambhir and Virat. Because before that, I remember everything wherever we went means Champions Trophy. Because after Champions Trophy, the next thing Virat played was obviously the Border Gavaskar Trophy. No, the ODI series, in Australia. They returned after the Champions Trophy only. So Champions Trophy there were chats, but after Champions Trophy there was no chat. So I think it is about the environment also, and I think as I mentioned earlier also that Ishan scoring run, Yashasvi scoring run will not going to haunt a KL Rahul, will not going to haunt a Shreyas Iyer, will not going to haunt a Virat Kohli. It's going to haunt Rohit Sharma. And that's because, as you rightly said, and I remember your tweet also, or you wrote an article also, that Swiss knife. You can use him anywhere. You can use him anytime, in any kind of situation. He came in that candy game. We were there, where India was struggling versus Pakistan. He came and built up a partnership with Hardik Pandya, and India was in a commanding position. Uh, After that, him scoring a double century at the top of the order. Now he get an opportunity at number three. Again, scored a brilliant 100 there with a wonderful strike rate. So you can use him anywhere, anytime, at any kind of situation. He is good versus spin. He is good versus fast bowling. The only problem which Rohit himself said in a press conference after the Dharamshala game back in 2022 is that Ishan needs to learn how to rotate strike. And that game has completely changed now. Since that, 2 years he spent in the domestic cricket, the Vijay Hazares and the Syed Mushtaq Ali trophies, and he went to the Buchi Babu also. So from there to here, now it's a completely different Ishan Kishan, and the main thing is the kind of form he's carrying at this point of time. So I think it will be a huge problem if Rohit stops scoring runs and Ishan Kishan whenever he gets that chance in the Indian team, because look, you have to demote a Shreyas Iyer if you want to include a Ishan Kishan at number 4. And then obviously number 6 for KL Rahul, will it be too low for him, or KL Rahul has to redefine his
He has
batting?
batted at number 6 when Jadeja and Akshar were used as floaters.
He batted at number 6, but most recent times he batted at number 5. He batted at number 5 in the most recent time. So number 5 is where you can at least hope that you're coming to bat at 32 over, 33 over. So it's not like that you come and you just start tonking. You can build in a 30 over, 32 over, 34 over, 35 over even. But number 6 is where you see yourself coming in an ideal case scenario at the 40th over, at the 42nd over. So there you don't have time that you can take 20 balls and then start tonking every ball from there onwards. So I think again you will see KL Rahul changing his game a little bit, I think. But yeah, let's see that how much games can Ishan Kishan play from here onwards, because as Shamikta rightly said, it would be really difficult from here onwards to say Ishan Kishan that sorry, you are not in the 11. So I think it's really difficult, but then you have to change your combinations also. But we know that how Gautam Gambhir is obsessive about playing a left-hander, and especially as you rightly said, a batting order which is dominated by right-handers. Either you need a Ravindra Jadeja to break that, or you need a promotion of Akshar Patel or a Washington Sundar to get a left-hander into there. You already, Rishabh Pant is already not part of the squad. So now you need a Ishan Kishan or a Yashasvi Jaiswal to get in there and to give it a left-hand combination. And then let's see. And lastly, obviously, I think Harshit Rana, as Shamikta said, that he needs to play domestic cricket, but then he's an exception when it comes to the playing 11 also coming into the India squad also. Everyone, I mentioned this in multiple lives, that everyone in this India squad came from a brilliant India A tours or came from a brilliant India performances. Harshit Rana didn't came from there. He was fast track, and he's not just Preet Bumrah, but he was fast track. In the Indian team, he was also fast track. So I'm not surprised that he's back into the squad or just after recovering from an injury and he's feeling 100% fit. He's directly into the side.
Right, Shristi, take this super chat. Jesu has been found out in white ball since BGT, as his offside shots are now predictable, and now fielders are placed to cover airy late cuts. After play also he needs release shots as typical ODI first and twos, ones and twos are not there.
100%, I think very rightly said, because in the last match also I saw that he got out even before I switched on the TV, but I saw the replays, and he played a square cut. He played a square cut before the ball he got out, and he got out in the next ball playing the same shot. And I have seen in the test matches also, it's his favorite shot, by the way. In some interview, he himself said that square cut is his favorite shot, but now he's getting out on his favorite shot only. So I think it is very important for him to judge these things, because whenever he gets a chance in ODIs, in few of the lives, Bharat also pointed out the same thing, that he is giving the catches straight to the hands of the fielder, straight catches, easy catches. They are not even diving, they are not even doing anything, straight catches. So the thing is, he needs to change his gameplay a bit, and he has to rotate the strike very often. As he said in the test match also against England, he said that मेरे को आदत है no बोल दिया करो, things like that. So he needs to rotate strike also, and he needs to improve these things a bit, that you can't give every catch in the hand of the fielder. It is very much important. So yeah, I think I agree with the statement that person said.
Coming the final question to end the show with Harshit Rana's inclusion. Again, like I asked about Ishan and Rohit, Harshit Rana's inclusion, will it put pressure, more pressure on Prasidh Krishna or Mohammad Siraj in this particular format?
Uh, at the end of the day, Shubhan, on the or rather on the face of it, Harshit Rana is absolutely more utility than Prashit Krishna. Prashit Krishna, even if you cut a bit of slack of his tendency to go down the leg side and lick runs for fun, he is very one-dimensional cricketer because he is a poor fielder and he is a complete mug with the bat. Harshit Rana brings a lot more to the table apart from his bowling. He is a decent lower order batsman, and the Indian team management has been putting a lot of effort to make him better as a batsman. So, and maybe the powers that we see Kapil Dev in him, that's why he has been fast tracked, or that's why he has been handed out special privilege, be it India A and that Rohit mentioned. And the thing is that maybe they have seen a Kapil Dev in him. But all said and done, I am once again, this is a contradiction of their own policy. Yes, you make alterations for someone like Bumrah. I have absolutely no problem. You make someone that alteration for someone like Virat Kohli. I absolutely have no problem. But Harshit Rana, but to come back to your question, absolutely Harshit Rana, because the way Gurnur Brar has taken to international cricket, he has taken to international cricket like a duck to water. I don't know if how he will. I hope he builds on this, because if someone is bowling at 147, 148 and moving the ball off the same and beating, I mean, the other day it was a completely dead track and he still beat Ramanala Gurbaz for pace. So that was something Indian team has been looking for a long time. So it is a very, very good initiation to international cricket. So I think the whole thing, Harshit Rana coming back, and you have to assume that given Siraj's skill set in 50 over cricket, Siraj, if he is not injured, Siraj will be there. So it makes Prashit Krishna very, very vulnerable, because Arshdeep Singh is also there, but Arshdeep Singh brings on that left arm variety. So Harshit Rana coming back definitely makes Prasidh Krishna's position very, very vulnerable. And he has been a cricketer who has refused to develop over the last 10 years.
I agree. I agree on that part. So let's conclude this show. Tomorrow is the game, India Afghanistan third ODI. We'll see whether Yashasvi Jaiswal gets a nod. We'll see whether Ishan Kishan continues to bat at number three. What about Harsh Dubey? Will he get a chance or not? What about other players? Will Harshit Rana get into the 11 or not? Lot of things to look forward to as India look to whitewash Afghanistan tomorrow. So join us tomorrow. Meanwhile, continuous coverage is coming from the T20 World Cup, Women's T20 World Cup in the UK. and of course the FIFA World Cup which is going on. So stay tuned to Rev Sports for all the coverage, and like, share, and subscribe for more. Thank you so much.